Yo, what is everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to go over how to create a really cool speed ramping effect. And there are a whole bunch of different varieties when it comes to this effect. I want to go over and show you how to create this really cool speed up effect. So you can see right here, the clip's playing at normal speed and boom, it speeds up and goes back to normal speed. Now, like I said before, there's different varieties of this effect. What you could do is you could do the exact same thing I did, where you kind of have a place in the clip where it's the normal speed and then it speeds up, goes back into its normal speed, or you can have the opposite where it's playing at its normal speed right here, then it slows down and then goes back to its normal speed. So you can either have it speed up or you could have it slow down. It depends on your personal preference. Obviously, I can't slow this down because this is not footage that I shot, and it would have to be in like 60 frames per second or 120. So slow motion doesn't work for this clip, especially if you're going to screen record clips. Don't slow down screen recorded clips. You want to actually go out and shoot the clips at a high frame rate. The other thing you can do too is you could create a speed ramp transition. Basically, a speed ramp transition is where you speed up the beginning of this part right here, the first clip, and then you speed up the beginning of the second clip. So you basically speed up the end of the first clip while you speed up the beginning of the second clip. So it kind of speeds up and then goes into the second clip. So those are three different varieties of a speed ramping effect. So I'm head over here to the example right here, and basically what you're going to do is just going to find a place where you want to start and end. So you can see right here, I already marked it. So you can see Julian Edelman's about to go into his cut, and then there was juke or whatever, and then at the end right here, you can see he made it through his juke right here. So go ahead and play it right here. As you can see, he's trying to make his cut right around Johnson right there, and as you can see, he got away from him and now he's off to the races basically. So I basically wanted to kind of, that part right there, I wanted to just speed it up and make it go a lot faster. So it's very important to find a place where you want to start and stop. You don't just want to randomly speed up a middle of a clip. You want to have some sort of progression or some sort of reason to why you want to speed up. So you can see, all I did was I just placed a marker right here. Just press M on the keyboard to create a marker. This is where it starts and this is where it ends. So what you're going to do right here is I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go ahead and press Shift B. Press Shift B right there. You want to go to here and you want to click on Shift B right there. As you can see, there we go. That's where you can create the speed ramp right there. So now that you create a Shift B, you basically just bladed the speed. Now you want to go right here. Go to this arrow right here. And then as you can see, I'll go ahead and zoom it up. Zoom it up a little bit right here. So you want to go to this arrow right here, and then you could do this. You could slow it down to 50%. You could slow it down to 20%, slow it down to 10%, or you can make it go faster right here. Other thing you can do too is you could actually take it right here and stretch it out so it fits the speed that you want it to fit, just in case you don't know off the top of your head how fast or slow you want it. So go right here, slow it down, or you can speed it up, or you can go back to normal speed, or you could add a custom speed. So I'm going to go ahead and head over here, and I'm going to go to fast, and I'm going to go to 20 times. And there you go. I'll go ahead and let it render a little bit right there. Now let's go ahead and play and see if we got the look we wanted. So it's at normal speed right there, and then there you go. It speeds up, and that's how you create a really cool speed ramp transition. Now you can go ahead and head to the arrow again. Let's say that wasn't fast enough or that was too slow. You can head down to custom right here and you can change the percentage. You could change it like 300%, 400%, or you can make it slower. This basically, Final Cut Pro has like so you can slow it down by 50, 25, 10, or you can speed it up by like 2, 8, 20, stuff like that. But if that's not fast enough or slow enough, you could just go ahead and literally create your own custom speed right there, or like I said before, you could just drag it out so it fits the duration for how long you want it to go. So let's say you want to slow it down. Like I said before, you want to make sure that this footage is shot like at a high frame rate, so like 60 frames per second or 120. If you go to here, as you can see right here, this is in, you go to this icon right here, this is in 30 frames per second because I just screen recorded it. So if your clip says like 60 or 120, then you can actually add a slow motion effect, and all you can do is just do the exact same thing, but instead of speeding it up right here, you could go to slow, and then you could slow it down I think for the most part, a lot of people like using slowing it down to 10%, but you can go higher or lower depending on how high, how basically how you shot your frame rate. So if it's a really high frame rate, you can slow it down. If it's not a very high frame rate, don't slow it down too much because it'll start to look choppy. Now you may ask yourself, well, what if I don't shoot at a high frame rate, but I still want to slow it down and it looks a little choppy? What you want to do is you want to click on the clip right here. You want to go to the speed section right here, and you want to go to video quality, and you want to go to optical flow right here. So as you can see right here, optical flow. Basically what it does is it just helps smooth out slow motion footage that shouldn't be slowed down to that speed because your frame rate isn't too high. So you can kind of cheat the system and use optical flow for slow motion if your frame rate isn't too high, but you want to really slow it down. That's basically just a little bit of a cheat code right there. Video quality, optical flow. Right there, and that's pretty much it. You just basically, you can either do the exact same sim, shift B, go ahead and change the speed, slow it down, and speed it up, so you can have a slow motion effect, or you can have it speed up. And again, like I said before, the speed ramp transition, you speed up the end of the first clip while you speed up the beginning of the first clip, so it speeds up, and there you go. Now you're into your second clip. Let's say you close out of your program or something, and you want to get back to kind of the retiming options so you can see how fast your clip actually is. Well, all you want to do is you want to click on the clip right here, and you want to click on Command R. Command R brings up the retiming options, so Command R and then Command R to disable it, and then to enable it right here. And now you can go ahead and change the speed of your clip, and that's it. That's how you create a really cool speed ramping effect right there. Remember, you can speed up any clip you want. You can create a speed ramp transition with any clip that you want. However, if you want to slow down a clip, unfortunately you have to shoot it at like 60 frames per second or 120, and then you can slow it down. And if it still looks a little too choppy, then go ahead and just use optical flow, and that's how you create a speed ramp effect in Final Cut Pro 10. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful and informative. If you're new to this channel, I upload Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you enjoyed these types of videos, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, a Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial playlist with over 200 Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials. So definitely go ahead and check out that playlist. Anyways, see you in the next one. Peace.